Okay, hi everyone. My name's Lethal, and yesterday, I got access to the beta for a new VR rhythm game called BoomBox. This game is set to release Friday, I believe, and this is just my first gameplay. Just going to share my thoughts on the game. So initially, I did try Blastic's Riots, which is a custom map that someone made for the game, and I died right away. So this is the second song that I'm attempting. I went straight into custom songs because I've been playing Beat Saber for about a year, and I just wanted to go straight for like what the hardest stuff was. Wasn't able to do the hardest few songs right away, but I went and played them later, and it was quite fun to try and complete them. Anyway, so just a bit about the game if you're not sure what this is. It's basically these drums come at you, and you have like, you could call them mallets. They kind of seem like hard felt timpani mallets, and you hit them in the middle, and you get points for how hard you swing, and if you hit them in the middle of the place, or in the middle of the little circles there. So one thing about this game that I'm really excited for is the way that the developers and the staff for the game are interacting with the community. They're taking lots of feedback, which is really great. And actually, if anyone's interested in trying the beta, I'll have a link to their Discord in the description of this video that you can go and check out. So anyway, I just hopped into a new song here. This is, it's Nuclear Star by Camellia. Actually, this game, I think the developers said that they were looking into doing a deal with Camellia to get 150 Camellia songs as like official songs for this game, which would be so hype. I didn't even know he had that many songs. That's literally like 10 hours of Camellia as like the OST, which would be insane. So I've been playing Beat Saber about a year, and I'm also been a drummer slash percussionist for about, I'd say, 12 years. So this game is very interesting to me, and it's a lot of fun. One thing you'll notice about this is, it's unlike Beat Saber, there aren't really angles that you have to hit, you just have to hit the notes. So the patterns and the way that you play is a lot different from Beat Saber, and while it may look quite similar, especially since these custom maps have been made by Beat Saber players, so it's kind of made in the Beat Saber style. As you'll see in a later replay, mapped actually quite different, I'd say. And the gameplay, it's a very different feel to it. Unlike Beat Saber, where it's a lot of like, I'd say Beat Saber's like maybe half down swings, half up swings. This, you can hit anything with any type of swing, which I didn't know at this point in playing. So if there's multiple down swings, I'll try to like swing them all down if they're all on the bottom row. But you can hit them from any direction, and it works. This game, there's a lot more downswings. It kind of has the feel of like you're like in a drum line or whatever, and you're like playing on the drums. So like here, you don't really see it quite that well, but there's sections with lots of notes on the bottom row, and you hit them. It plays really well to just hit them all with downswings, like that section there. Also here you can see mappers experimenting with stuff like sliders for it, which I think is really cool. It'll be interesting to see what kind of patterns fit well with this game. Yeah, and these things on the sides are walls, so I have to dodge them as well with my head. And at the end of this song, experiment with what you can do with it. You can hit them with the mallets, but not with your head. So another thing I want to point out about this game is I find the art style just really pretty. There's the pet cat on the ground that you see just running, called Poopa, and it's just really like cool art, kind of cute art environment. And different songs have different environments. Like there's a snow environment, more like foresty one with like a river, and then here's like a crystal cavern environment. It's super cool. It'll be interesting to see if they add new ones as well. Like I said earlier, I went straight into custom songs, which is mostly made by like Beat Saber players trying it out. I didn't record it, but I also played some of the more official songs that came with the beta, or a few of them, and they were mapped quite difficult for what I was expecting. Like, also, just want to point out, sorry for the shaky camera. The beta version I was using doesn't have what they now have. They have like a stabilized camera, so it shakes around as I like vibrate my head trying to hit all these notes. But yeah, the official song mapping is quite interesting, and like I mentioned, there's a lot more down notes, or like notes in the bottom row that you get as if you're like a drummer playing on like a snare drum or whatever for a marching band. That's quite cool. Yeah, one thing I did notice was, as a Beat Saber player, I'm used to having the saber kind of fit in my hand, and the way it controls is the mallet, like the base handle, kind of comes out of the top of your controller, and it felt really weird. I felt like I was missing a lot because of it. But I was talking with the staff in the Discord server, and they said that they're intending to put out a bunch of controller adjustment options, which will be great, because I want to feel like I'm kind of like holding the mallets, like I would be like holding mallets if I was drumming. And I think it would be a lot more natural for me, especially since I've been a drummer. And here you can see me kind of experimenting with, can I hit the walls with the mallets? And then, since I haven't actually hit a wall with my head, I just kind of put my head into one, see what happens, and you take damage. Yeah. See, there's a little menu screen at the end there. So yeah, you can get, I think it's S rank for 90% up, and S plus for 95% up. And here's what I'm talking about. Here's a down note section. It's really cool. They have different patterns, like here you're hitting singles, and then there's paradiddle sections here, coming up after the one-handed ones. One-handed ones, I didn't know you didn't have to downswing them all, so I was downswinging all of them. But yeah, this is a game that I'm excited about, and I'm definitely going to be playing it a lot and trying to play competitively. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this game as much as I do.